Chief Bohlen.
Well, good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. I'm Andy Bohlen. I'm the Chief of Police for Faribault, Minnesota, and in my 30th year in law enforcement. Prior to being a police chief, I was a task force commander of one of the largest state's drug task forces, and I just finished a tour as the chair of the Violent Crime Coordinating Council for the state of Minnesota. I fully understand that many states are pushing for legalization, and I understand that there's pressure on our state as well. I respect the diverse opinions on this subject. I'm not here to testify before you saying that people that smoke marijuana are all criminals, deadbeats, or addicts. We understand that there's a certain percentage of people that smoke marijuana responsibly. We also understand that there's some medicinal properties of marijuana, which was talked about in the previous bill passed by the state. Law enforcement often stands opposed because we're the first ones dispatched to that kid having an adverse effect from some strong illegal narcotic or a new synthetic drug. We're the ones that must deliver the death notifications to the families because their teenager was killed by somebody who's impaired. Even if we accept the detrimental impacts of an increased addiction, increased health care costs, increased mental health calls for service, which we're already inundated with police, increased underage use, and increased traffic fatalities, I ask, are we really a better state if we go this direction? I believe well-intending people make decisions and they truly don't understand the side effects and how damaging this decision to legalize marijuana can be. I believe that our decriminalization of marijuana across the entire nation has already forced a thriving business and organization, our drug cartels, to diversify by producing more heroin and methamphetamine. They're going to make money one way or another, and marijuana is a big cash crop. Meth seizures in Minnesota are off the charts high, and they're still climbing. In the past month, even my local drug task force, 10 pounds of heroin, 70 pounds of meth, and 171 pounds, the largest seizure in the state. You may ask why these are related. These increases started when marijuana was legalized across the United States because it kind of took a cash crop away from the cartel. Making marijuana legal is not going to fix anything. It'll only also increase our black market. As users want to get higher because they want a THC content that's higher. They're not going to want to pay for the state-approved THC level. They're going to want a higher THC. States that already have marijuana legal, the black market is off the hook high. On Thursday, I spoke with a Colorado officer retiring in 4 months after a career working downtown Denver. I'd never met this guy. He was a brother of somebody that I work with. He said while they're observing increase in state revenue and they admit there's some people that are responsible, they said overall the impression has been very negative for Colorado. Some of his comments included increased teenage use, more traffic fatalities, more deaths due to consuming edibles. He had a guy jump off an 8th-store building while he was working. And plus the increase in the black market. The Minnesota Chiefs of Police feel, just like the DEA, that it is a gateway drug. And if anybody tells you different, they're blowing smoke. Because legal tax marijuana costs more, people have turned to dangerous synthetics in Denver. They're having daily responses to a growing homeless and addicted population that are using dangerous synthetic drugs because they don't want to pay for the amount. In summary, like many in this room, I've known people and my friends and family that have suffered from addiction and substance abuse. I wonder how an elected body who wisely promotes hands-free driving to reduce distracted driving, promotes drug courts, and has considered even raising the tobacco age, can think legalizing marijuana is a good idea. The Minnesota Chiefs of Police believe this is a bad idea for our state, and we do not believe it would make it a safer and better state. Thank you for allowing me to address this committee.
Thank you, Chief Bohlen.